people down the beach. Yeah, he was trying to get back to the picnic food. It does show just how much of a struggle he was having finding food on his own, which is why Team Jupiter, we are planning for sustainable seafood. Because the more that we know about our ocean resources, and the more that we know about the fish that we're eating, the better we're able to protect those species for other sea lions and also all of us.
And last but never least, all the way on your right is 12-year-old Beck. He's another one of our rescues, and when Beck was rescued, he was actually abandoned by his mom and found with swollen flippers. He was rehabilitated and released, but then Beck was rescued a second time, found having lost a significant amount of weight. So Beck was deemed non-releasable and came to live with us here in 2015. And this story is why Beck and I are planning to support marine mammal rescue and rehabilitation efforts out along the California coast. Because without these rescue centers, sea lions like Beck and Jupiter would not have been given second chances at life or an opportunity to play with their favorite game show at their forever home right here, Georgia Aquarium.
As our sea lions make their way back to the stage, it's time for our first thrilling round to begin. Brain Blast!
Question 1.
How many hours does a sea lion sleep each day?
We got this one. 6 to 8 hours. Yeah, sea lions will sleep anywhere from 6 to 8 hours every single day. If you've ever been off the coast of California, you've probably seen them looking a whole lot like this. Yep, just lying around, maybe soaking up the sun. Now don't confuse them for being lazy animals though, because they might spend days out at sea trying to catch fish, so when they come ashore, they're in need of a very well-deserved rest.
Question 2.
What does the word pinniped mean?
I think Toby and I know. I believe it is pen pal.
That would be cute. I don't think it's 100% right, though.
Finn and I have been studying Latin in our spare time when we're not on stage, and we know that the word pinniped means fin or feather-footed. It's a family of animals that includes seals, sea lions, and walruses, and people get seals and sea lions confused all the time, but they are not the same animal. So we are going to give you some surefire ways to tell the difference. If you look on the side of a sea lion's head, you'll notice that they have external ear flaps. Those are called pinnae. If you look at a seal, you'll just see a pin-sized hole about an inch behind their eye. So if you see ears, you're looking at a sea lion. But Finn and I like to tell the two apart by how they move around on land. Sea lions can rotate their hips under their body and walk on all fours, which is great for moving forwards, but it's even better for taking things in reverse. Seals, on the other hand, lack this rotating hip bone, so when they back up, it looks a little bit different. Our sea lions have mastered an impression of how Toby moves around on land, so boys, show us how a seal moves. Okay, I can see why people get confused now. That looked exactly like a seal.
Question 3.
These guests claim they heard a lot of loud noises when they were entering the studio. What was the source of that noise?
Beck and I are ready to get in this game. It was clearly Andrew teaching us line dances backstage.
We were having a fun time doing
It was
that.
so much
Really
fun.
I don't know if that one is right either, though. Finn, what was the source of all that noise?
Yeah, it was all the sea lions. They're really, really loud. Sea lions are known for their iconic vocalizations along the coast of California. Males will vocalize to defend their territory, whereas females will vocalize to try to find their pups on a crowded beach. Now you got to hear what one sea lion sounds like, but let's hear what multiple sea lions sound like. So if you're ever wondering what it sounds like here at Sea Lion Studios, it's usually that. But when all the sea lions go to bed, Toby makes a little bit of noise as well. You have to listen really carefully to hear it though, because seals are a lot quieter.
That's beautiful too, Toby. That sounds great.
Question 4.
What is a sea lion's only one predator.
That has to be a trick question. I'm pretty sure sea lions don't have any predators. Is it a clownfish?
Wow, those seem pretty scary. I also thought it was a clownfish.
You know what? I think Jupiter knows the answer. Jupiter, do you know what it is? Alright, Jupiter, you know what? He has a great impression of it. So rather than just answer it, we're going to see if he can show off what that impression is. But I do need all of your help. So if you know what this is, go ahead and shout it out. Alright, yeah, sharks are the number one predator.
That was the final riveting question of brain, blast. At the end of the first round, the current leader is... It's a tie? It's a tie! Incredible! I did not know the answer to any of those questions. Thank goodness for our fantastic Pinnipeds. When you have sea lions of this caliber at the show, correct answers are a sure thing. Now, it's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned, because when we come back, all our sea lion stars move on to the next thrilling round!
Warning, sea lions are found stranded along California's coast, malnourished and dehydrated. Rising temperatures and an increase in the frequency of extreme weather events are changing the world sea lions live in faster than they can adapt. While climate change continues to disrupt the delicate balance of our world's oceans, there are ways you can make a positive impact. Try taking reusable bags to the grocery store and drinking from a refillable water bottle. Every small action can make a difference. When we work together, we can help preserve the natural world for future generations of our aquatic friends.
And we're back! Now, that's the kind of messaging I can get behind. Okay, after an informative first round, let's kick it up a notch. Here's round two. I hope you're ready to see our sea lions show off their strength, agility, and grace in Short Line Shuffle.